There's a pattern in the life of Victor Frankenstein. When things get hard, he runs. When he created the creature, he ran out of the apartment. When the creature killed his brother, he stayed silent. And now, after an innocent woman has been executed because of his mistake, he is running again. Welcome back to Stories with Consequences. This is episode 6 of our Frankenstein saga. In the last episode, we watched a tragedy. Justine Moritz was executed for a murder she didn't commit. Victor knew the truth. He knew his monster was the real killer, but he was too afraid to speak up. Now, the guilt is eating him alive. He can't sleep. He can't look his father in the eye. The house in Geneva feels like a graveyard. So, he does what he always does. He packs a bag. He leaves his grieving family behind and heads into the mountains. He tells himself he is going to find peace. He thinks that if he climbs high enough into the cold, clean air of the Alps, he can freeze his guilt. He thinks he can leave his problems at the bottom of the mountain. But he is wrong, because problems have legs, and his problem can move faster than any human being on Earth. Victor arrives in the valley of Chamonix. If you've never been there, imagine a place where nature makes you feel tiny. Huge walls of ice, jagged rock peaks, the sound of avalanches crashing in the distance. In literature, we call this the sublime. It's beautiful, but it's also dangerous. It reminds you that nature doesn't care about you. Victor spends his days wandering the glacier. He is in a very dark place mentally. He looks at the river rushing by and thinks about jumping in. He wants to end it all. He wants to turn off the noise in his head, but he doesn't do it. Instead, he keeps climbing. He decides to climb to the top of Montenvart. It's a steep, dangerous ascent. He wants to stand on the sea of ice. He wants to be completely alone. He reaches the summit around noon. The view is spectacular. For a moment, he actually feels better. He looks out at the frozen world and thinks, finally, no people, no judgment, just me and the ice. He whispers a prayer to the wandering spirits of the mountains. He asks them to give him peace. But be careful what you pray for, because something answers him. Victor looks across the ice field. He sees a figure in the distance. At first, he thinks it's a man, but the figure is moving too fast. No human can move like that on ice. It is bounding over the crevices. It is sprinting with superhuman speed. As it gets closer, Victor's heart stops. He recognizes the shape, the height, the deformity. It is the wretch, the demon, the thing he created 2 years ago and abandoned. Most people would run away, but Victor is filled with a sudden burning rage. The guilt disappears. The sadness disappears. All he feels is hate. He picks up a heavy rock. He is ready to kill his own creation. The creature stops. He stands in front of his father. Victor screams at him. He yells, "Devil, do you dare approach me? Begone, vile insect." Victor treats him like an animal, like a bug to be crushed. He expects the monster to roar. He expects a fight. But then the monster does something shocking. He speaks, and he doesn't grunt. He doesn't stutter. He speaks with perfect, elegant, heartbreaking eloquence. Listen to what the creature says. This is one of the most important lines in the entire book. He says, "I ought to be thy Adam, but I am rather the fallen angel." Let's break that down. He is referencing the Bible, Paradise Lost. He is saying to Victor, you created me. You are my God. I should be your Adam. I should be your beloved first creation. You should love me. But instead, I am the fallen angel. He is comparing himself to Lucifer, Satan. He was cast out of heaven, not because he did something wrong initially, but because his creator rejected him. The creature becomes the lawyer here. He puts Victor on trial. He says, I was benevolent and good. Misery made me a fiend. He is telling Victor, I wasn't born bad. You made me this way. I am lonely. I am hated. Everyone attacks me. Even you, my own father, want to kill me. He gives Victor an ultimatum. He says, make me happy, and I shall again be virtuous. Basically, treat me with a little bit of kindness, and I will stop killing people. But if you keep rejecting me, I will destroy everything you love. Victor is stunned. He expected a beast. He found a philosopher. For the first time, Victor feels a tiny spark of responsibility. He looks at the creature's hands. He realizes he made those hands. He realizes that, as a creator, he owes his creation at least one thing. He owes him a chance to explain. The creature asks Victor to come with him to a small ice cave nearby. He says the sun is setting and it is cold. He says, hear my tale. It is long and strange. Victor agrees. They walk together across the ice. The man and the monster, the father and the son. They enter the cave. They sit down by a fire. And now, the dynamic of the whole story changes. Victor Frankenstein stops talking. He sits back, he shuts his mouth, and he listens. For the next few episodes, we are leaving Victor behind. We are going to see the world through the monster's eyes. We are going to find out how he learned to talk, how he learned to read, and most importantly, we are going to find out why he started killing. Get ready, because you might find yourself sympathizing with the villain. This is Stories with Consequences. Subscribe, because the monster's story begins right now.